First, Forest lost home to Midtjylland, again in the Europa League. Let's remind ourselves of how it sounded live here on talkSPORT.
For Nottingham Forest, FC Midtjylland of Denmark are right up your corridor of uncertainty. Bellingham gets a cross in towards the centre of the area and it's cleared off the line. Here's Omari Hutchinson picking it up in the 10 and Gibbs White peels away, but Hutchinson goes for goal and it's a brilliant stop. Anderson takes over, tries a dipping shot and it's a brilliant one-handed save by Olafsson. Pulls the ball back. Ola Aina is arriving. Oh, he's hit it against his own man, I think. Did it hit Gibbs White?
Yeah, it's hit Gibbs White.
Here is Dominguez. He really cracked that one. Joe into the box looking for Cho with a header. He's beaten the goalkeeper and Midtjylland have stolen the lead. Well, they've had great opportunities, Nottingham Forest, to get in front of this game. They haven't been ruthless enough. It has happened again. FC Midtjylland of Denmark have beaten Nottingham Forest at the City Ground. For the second time this season, it's finished here at the City Ground. Nottingham Forest 0, FC Midtjylland 1.
Yeah, that's how you heard it live here on talkSPORT. Sam, Matterface and Charlie Adam. No doubt about it, Forest missed chances. They had the lion's share it, but they trail 1-0 in the first leg. Let's go to the lines. 03 717 2233 double. Let's speak to Wes, who's a Forest fan. Wes, good evening.
Evening, how are you, pal? You okay?
I'm all right, Wes. Look, you just heard the comms there, and it was a little bit like a highlights package because you had chance.
Can I just stop you there, Jason? That highlights package made it sound a lot better than it actually was in real life. Because it was terrible, and it was peeing down, and I got drenched.
Yeah, I saw it.
It was awful.
Oh, you didn't take your rain jacket with you?
I did, Carlton, my friend, but I used a mobility scooter, so I was in the disabled bit.
Oh, okay.
The rain from the top was just raining down on me.
You've had one.
Top of the stand, pal.
You've had one.
Honestly, it was. Do you know what? They always say goals win games, don't they?
Yeah.
Absolutely, goals win games. Couldn't have scored tonight if we'd have tried. If we'd have been there now, we left.
But you had chances, though, Wes. That's the point that we're making here. You had chances.
Yeah. Yeah,
moments,
chances, but they didn't go in. Being ruthless, whoever said about being ruthless, was it Sam? They just weren't. They were just literally nothing. I thought Hutchinson played well, but wasn't ruthless enough. Anderson plays okay. What happened up front, I don't know. Do you know what actually is the funny thing? Right, so I don't know if you read in the papers or on the BBC Sport website.
No, but whoa, don't mention them.
On the other website.
Oh, yes, good.
Good one, yeah. The manager of the football team, the other one I support, the lower league team, Mr. Harriers, right? Yeah. He set about when they had a corner, the opposite had a corner, we put 5 attackers up front, or 5 players up front, right? Yep. And they're on the halfway line. Yep. And we scored from a goal from that, and we won the game. But if they'd have done that tonight, I'm just laughing to myself because we got the ball was cleared. It went to Morgan Gibbs White, and he went on a run. There's only one person up front. Imagine if you got 4 or 5 other people there up front. God, just take a chance, have a risk, man. Are they going to win over there? I don't know. I can't see it happening. Are they going to stay up? Not playing like that, they won't. Absolutely not, mate.
No, I mean, listen, their keeper had a great game. A lot of shots from distance. He pulled off some really good saves. I mean, some who can make a shout say he should have scored. He should have saved them. But you should have scored as well. You had enough chances, enough possession. And it does fit. Can
I just say, sorry, Jason.
Go on, mate.
Carlton, mate, when we were playing and it was raining and it was wet, did you just shoot on sight? Did you just have a shot from anywhere? Because you never know if the keeper's going to spill it or whatever. There was none of that tonight.
Well, if you have a shot, you got the low and hard ones are the ones that because it can skip off the ground and you never know. Sometimes take a deflection, but it's going to be a messy goal, you know?
Yeah.
I think it's better to play on the floor, obviously, but sometimes the conditions don't help, you know? And I don't know if the players sometimes you've got to play the conditions, and I don't think they didn't. I don't think they played the conditions tonight.
No, they didn't, and he was so frustrated. Do you know what? Actually, I was talking to Stuart about what the crowd would be like tonight, and it was 29,500, which is not a big deal, right? But there was like just over 10,000 like 4 days ago or something. So so the fans were revolting because revolting because the ticket prices were too much. You know,
I did hear that.
Cundy?
Yeah, I did. No, Did they not lower the prices? Was there not refunds at Forest because so many?
I think that's for next season. I think.
No, I think for this game.
Was it for this game?
They didn't sell as much, and therefore they reduced the prices. Therefore, anyone that bought the tickets 2 weeks ago got a refund. Is that true? Yeah, I believe so.
That's thoughtful.
Is that true, Wes?
Do you know what? Yeah, I think so. I'm just going to say that. I'm just going to say, in the first time we saw them play, then they beat us at home 3-2. It's like, that must be. I was at full confidence tonight going into it. Then it started raining, but I thought they've had 5 or 6 players injured. One is suspended. I thought we've got this, absolutely got this. But it just didn't happen. They didn't score.
Loads of shots, though. I'm watching it now.
It's a highlights package. We just heard Sam and Charlie talk about it. There were listen, not gilt-edged, but good chances in good areas.
Well, when you get to a certain level of football, half chances are like you'd get at the Sunday League.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
That's a full chance for a professional footballer. You know, so they've got to be. They put it on target, but there was no kind of conviction in the shots.
The goal they scored, Ola Aina has just lost his man.
Yeah, he's just lost his man.
He's just got rooted, doesn't he?
So
let's go back the lines. Let's go and speak to Wes. Thanks for the call. Let's go and speak to Pat, who's a Forest fan. Pat, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Hello, Pat.
Oh, good evening. There's not a lot more that I can say. Is it if you have like a lot of possession of the football and get some good, create some good chances, and you can't score. Well, that's been the problem with the team all season, and it's kind of galling because you have all that. They was hardly in it. They was hardly in it.
They set up to defend and get you on the counter, obviously, and
they had a couple of chances. But then so did Forest. But, if you can't score, it doesn't matter what standard you're playing. And if you can't score, then obviously you're not going to do any good. But, next week I think they was playing for that and see what they could get off it. And then it's going to be a very hard game. I mean, not impossible, but I think it's going to be a very hard game.
How do you see this? It's kind of sound quite a tough question to answer, but
is it better to? I know what you're going to say.
Go on, you ask the question, Coley.
Do you think the back end of this season, where it's a little bit tough in the Premier League, and you need to be in the Premier League next season, it's your bread and butter, isn't it? Do you think it's better to come out of this competition so you can concentrate on the league and stay up?
Well, I think that's academic. I think that's
because one thing you don't want to do. You don't want to go far in this and then get relegated.
I think that next week we ain't going to do that. We ain't going to do any like we might get a goal and then they score a second. Yeah. But I don't think we're going to go any further than this, which I think they've done well for the kind of season they've had, and no disrespect for some of the, apart from the first 11 or 12, they haven't really got a lot in reserve. So, and got no goal scorer. So I think they've done well, but again, you're going to lose the likes of Sangari, Murillo, Elliot Anderson, and Morgan Gibbs-White, and maybe one or two. So it doesn't matter whether they get relegated or stay up. You're going to lose them.
Well, Marinakis, we've seen what he's like. He's a hard businessman. I still think if you stay in the Premier League, your bargaining power is so much easier. If you get relegated, Murillo, what's he worth? You're going to cut 10, 15 million pounds off his price tag.
Well, you get relegated, but you're still in Europe. Yeah. That's not good for no one. That's no good for no one.